Good morning, everybody. Good morning. It's me grinding early in the morning on a mission. Today is Tuesday. I don't even know. I got my Synthy's in the backseat, about to drop her off at the center, about to grind like usual. So, today I wanted to talk about, I don't know if I talked about wise counsel and all of this, right? So, on my side hustle, I meet people daily. Like, I meet new people all the time, right? And so, I met this lady yesterday, and I was taking her somewhere, and I was dropping her off. And I'm going to tell y'all something. Y'all got to be careful of your hating people that whisper things in your ear just for the destruction of you, your household, your friendship, your marriage, your relationship. Okay, so peep this. So this lady, I'm dropping her off, right? She basically was on the phone with one of her friends, and then the phone kind of got disconnected or whatever. Come on, y'all. Y'all, we can make it. Turn. We got things we got to do. Y'all, excuse me for the sunlight. It's early in the morning. Sorry, y'all. And I'm driving, so that's why this thing is propped up the way it is. So, anyway, what ended up happening was that the lady was basically talking to one of her friends. And when the phone got disconnected, she proceeded to tell me, and she did tell me, that bottom line, her friend is about to get a divorce. And she got to be there because, her friend is getting a divorce. Y'all, sorry, y'all. Her friend is getting a divorce. And I said, oh, man, especially because of my situation, I don't wish that on nobody, So I asked her, I said, how long had they been married for? And she said 20 years. I said, oh, my goodness. I said, well, I pray they don't get I pray that they don't get a divorce, right? So then she's all like telling me, well, she hasn't slept with her husband in a year. And I asked the lady, I said, are you married? She said, I'm twice married and twice divorced. And I said, oh, but she said it in such a proud way, like, I'm twice married and I'm twice divorced. And like as if marriage is not a good thing. And so I said, okay. And so the whole time that she was telling me about this woman's situation, I was just like, wow. So I ended up asking her a question, but she was like, oh, she's on the phone. Well, I said, okay, because I didn't want the person to know that we've been talking about them. So I'm sitting up here dropping this lady off, right? She gets on the phone, and y'all, the whole time she's like, I understand you got to do what you got to do. Just sell the house. Just do this. Just do that. And I'm thinking to myself, she already told me that this person had been in her marriage for over 20 years. But instead of her trying to say, look, why don't y'all try to work each other differences? 20 years is a long time. She's just telling this person to go ahead and sell the house. And yes, they do have children involved, right? So anyway, when she gets back off the phone with them, come to find out, she's not even talking to the wife. She's talking to the husband. And I said to myself, while she's telling me, I said, this Banji is in my ear coaching this man how to get rid of his wife. And you can clearly hear through their conversation that I gotta get over. Come on, y'all. Come on, get over. I gotta get over. It's sad you gotta beat the horn for people to let you over. Y'all some rude people. Excuse me, y'all. Not all of them are rude. Okay, so anyway, so what ended up happening was, she's coaching this person to get to sell the house and everything. And come to find out, I assumed that she was talking to the wife. No, she's talking to the husband. And then she says the wife stays in the basement, or he stays in the basement, the wife stays in the house, and they don't have sex at all. And I'm thinking to myself, What business is that of yours to know if he's stroking his wife? Excuse my graphic words. But what business is it that you trying to find out what he's doing with his wife? And so I was so disgusted. And now you know what I said to myself? I'm going to pray about this situation. So while she was in the car, I said, Lord, in the mighty name of Jesus, please get rid of this woman out of this married couple's life. Because I'm like, how is it that you twice divorced and you trying to give somebody else counsel or how they should handle their marriage with their wife? How dare you even try to cross the boundaries? Do you know when I dropped this lady off, the first thing she said was, what did she say? When I went ahead and dropped her off, she said, I used to be one of them people, because I know she can sense the genuineness in me of saying, why don't you pray about the situation? That's before and I know she sensed that. So when I dropped her off, she tried to say, I know people try to say that they hear from God, but the only person, if I ain't hear from him. And I'm thinking to myself, honey, if you're doing the devil's work, how can you hear from God? How can you? So anyway, so I went ahead and dropped this lady off. And now she's telling me that all her friends gone through it and she's the one that helps them get a divorce. Y'all need to watch who you take your counsel from. Men, if there's a woman in your ear coaching you to get rid of your loving wife that you done had for umpteen years, I don't care if it's 2 daggone weeks that you done took a covenant with, you need to get rid of her. You need to get rid of that side, whoever's whispering in your ear. Because the truth of the matter is that they hate your happiness. They want to control you. They want the destruction of you. They don't want you happy. And any man that's going to follow somebody else to put his wife away or put her husband away, y'all, your moral compass isn't right. Your spirit ain't right. But I couldn't believe it. Y'all should have seen her eyes was big as quarters too. I would never forget them big old eyeballs. And she telling me that the wife, and then you can hear her on the phone with some woman's husband saying, she always do this, doesn't she? Oh, come on, spare me the lies. She always does this. She always says this. She always said, I'm thinking to myself, what business is it to you? Mind your own dag-on business. Like, dag, girl, y'all, let me calm down. I said to myself, this is somebody else's husband, and you on the phone. She gotta be at least in her 50s. And the crazy part about it is this man stay in a different state. So, I got on the phone with her, and I was speaking to my best friend about it. And she said usually 9 times out of 10 when it comes to a divorce, there's always a woman's mouthpiece in it. Y'all women need to shut your mouths up. I'm not talking about you God-fearing Christian women playing by the books. I got my own to tend to and not going to deal with anybody else's business, women. But the rest of you side monkeys, y'all need to shut up and sit down and go somewhere. And what's up with these women who feel like he said he gonna leave his wife or she gonna leave her husband? I got news for you. Whoever the person who's driving you away, it ain't gonna work out between them. Because you can never trust them. If they could come in between your relationship, then trust and believe me, they would allow somebody else to come in between y'all, even if you try to jumpstart it off with them. And anyone who leaves a relationship offended, it ain't gonna work out in the next relationship. Because if you hadn't repented for what you did to your wife or your husband, how do you expect love to find you in your new relationship? Some of y'all on a one-hit quitter ride and don't even know where you going to. And you got the blind leading the blind. How you be divorced twice? She's divorced twice, and the way she talks about it, honey, is like it's a business. And, oh yeah, he needs me. This is the crazy part about it. She really thought that this woman's husband needs her. He won't do anything without me. She had to stamp herself like he wants me. I'm coming to the rescue. Girl, if you don't shut your trap up.